Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title, I got demoted to Elite. This is actually the first time I've been demoted since I got into Master, which was, gosh, maybe 3 weeks after Elite Play got released or something like that. So I'm very disappointed, as you can probably tell by the timbre in my voice right now. It's you know, I'm not. It's a bummer. It's a bummer, especially when I like creating content on how to get into Master and things like that on YouTube, and then I end up in Elite. It's not the best. But at the date of recording this, I am about to enter into a new season, so fingers crossed I can get out of it, get back into Master, and give you those Master gameplays you love to see. So, kicking into it. Obviously, I was in the gameplay in the background. You'll be seeing that I am playing with another Elite and 2 experts. So it's a green, and 2 diamonds. So you expect the enemies to be pretty botty or something similar. However, we were still playing against 2 masters. So there were 2 masters and 2 greens on the other team. So essentially, according to the gems and to the skill level, they were the better team. But as you can see, I still go off. I mean, what do I go? What's my... I go 45 and 19 with a Krig, bear in mind, because if the guys who've been followers of the channel for a while, I'm a sub user, I'm the entry sub, and as you can probably tell by the gameplay so far, it took me a while to readjust to the Krig. But I think the people I was playing with already, I think we already had 2 subs, so I thought, you know what, let's give the Krig out. And, to be honest, at this point, I've put into Elite, so I was like willing to try everything, just a need to piece like that. Yeah, so thinking, right, I'm just going to try everything. Let's just try this Krig out. The reason I think I was demoted, I mean, the whole 2 seasons before this one, I was playing solo. I don't know whether you guys followed it, but the Euros were on in Europe, and a lot of mates I usually play with are very huge football or soccer fans. So a lot of the time they weren't on when I'm on, so I ended up playing solo for 2 weeks. Or 10 days, I think it was in the end. So yeah, the games weren't that great. My score per minute was taking a bit of a hit. My kill death went down. My win loss definitely went down because obviously playing solo, your teammates leave, and you guys probably know what it's like. So that's probably a contributor, and this leads into what I don't know how I missed shots on there. Oh well, that's why I'm in Elite. Yeah, so as I said, it's not the end of the world. I'm hoping to jump back up to Master because I've actually had some nuts gameplays while in Elite. And I know you guys are probably saying, well, that's probably because you're against easier enemies. In fact, I don't know whether you guys are finding this, but especially in the servers I'm on, because I play on, I'm in England and I'm on EU servers, and I don't often, the people I play with don't enjoy playing on crossplay, so they, we tend to... Look at that, guys. Look at that guy in that corner. Sneaky little git. Yeah, we tend to play on a very small pool, or looking for a very small pool of people. And if I'm honest, we end up playing the same bunch of people all the time. Even, I noticed the same people coming up, whether I was in Master, whether I'm in Elite. I mean, like this, for example, we've got 2 Masters on the other team, 2 experts when we're running 1 Elite, 2 Elites, 2 experts. So it's completely bonkers. I think if it was a more populated game and more people were playing League Play, chances are the matchmaking would be a little bit more fair. But yeah, I mean, my solo experience was odd. I don't know whether you guys have found this as well, but I was playing solos, and some games I was coming against all competitors. Some games I was coming against full 4 team of all Master Prestige, not Master Prestige, Master rank level 30. It's like, what? I don't know what it is. I think the player base at the moment is quite small. League Play's dying out, unfortunately. But I'm still here for the grind, especially as I got demoted into Elite. I'm back on the bang. I'm back on it, and trying to get my way back up there. So fingers crossed when I jump on today. After recording this, I will be in Master. So yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. So I'm actually going to run through, as I normally do with my Road to Rank 30 videos, run through my thoughts and reasoning as to why I'm playing, how I'm playing, why I'm holding angles, and things like that. So yeah, and it's gonna be a bit of a different one today because, as I said, I'm using the Trig, and most of the time I'm using the sub. So I do play very slightly differently. And well, once I got used to getting absolutely beamed at close, I mean, first life P1, I ran straight for the hill. I was like, if I would have said my hand, it might have been a different story. But yeah, it wasn't the play. It wasn't the play for me. So right here, I'm pretty much trying to get P1 control after the P5 rotation. Playing a bit defensive. I'm pretty sure this guy knows I'm up here, so I'm playing a bit tentatively. But I managed to pick up a kill from top art, so you know I got one kill for one death, so it's not the worst. I always try and make sure I bring someone down when I die in those sort of situations, otherwise it's a wasted. Look at those beams! Look at those beams off that heady. And that is one of the differences playing with a good bunch of people. The comms are on point. You can rely on them to hold angles. And it gives you free kills. Like that guy I got communicated to from one of my teammates that guy was on that low ring on the right side, so I just pre-aimed it. And what his head pops up, and with the Krig and this headshot on play, it was an absolute free kill. So with 10 seconds left, me and a few teammates decide to rotate to the next hill, just to secure it. And my mate, the teammate there, picks up a 3-piece. See, that's the ideal situation for a sub right there. I was playing a bit more, a bit too aggressive for a Krig, but yeah, as you can see, normally as I was a sub, I'd be just got beamed now. So unfortunate. Normally as a sub, I'd be tucked in the right corner there, but now since I've got a Krig out, sort of holding the wider angle, playing a bit more distance. Right there. See, right there, I didn't want to commit myself to the point, because at the point I'm on the hard point, they know where I'm going to be. It narrows down where I'm going to be. So I managed to get a kill off before jumping on, but then the guy didn't peek from behind the pillar, so I thought, you know what, I've got to do something. So I jumped on the hill and managed to, teammate managed to clear him out. So right here, my teammates are rotating. Now, I think if it wasn't for my teammate in cutout, you can see on the left of the radar behind me now, I think they might have spawned behind me. Basically, when you've got a team rotating like we were there, if you sit on the edge of the hill, like that, they end up spawning out. And as you can see right here, there's still some time on the hill. With this side, we're getting kills, and while that hill is still up and we're getting kills, they will spawn back behind the hill, which is why that's awful spawn. So we managed to rotate early, got a couple kills. They spawned out next to P2, and gave us a huge advantage. We got, gained the ability to break this hill relatively easily. And just if we get this hill, we're only a few points after this, and this is a pretty good hill. Unfortunately, what my teammates try to do here is play outside of the hard point. So what they're doing is there's two of us in the hill, and they're trying to play a bit more. So I think one was in, one was bottom bedroom or driveway or something like that. And right here, all I'm trying to do is rotate and try and get my streaks, because for the next two hard point, streaks can be absolutely huge. So I'm thinking, right, let's rotate early. It's not a huge. If my teammate in garage loses that gunfight, chances he's going to spawn up with us. So it's not a huge loss if we don't manage to. He doesn't manage to get that kill back there. So there's one guy left on their team, and we know exactly where he is. But I go run sprinting at him. I have no idea what I'm doing there. But yeah, so their teammates, the enemy team, are doing a pretty good job at playing off the hard point. But I'm communicating to my teammate that I'm calling in my streaks so that they don't go running in there. I think that's another thing when you're playing with randoms and you're running solo, is that you can't always guarantee that they're not going to die from your streaks. So it's unfortunate as I get team kill there. Hey, it is what it is. So yeah, I think the main thing when you're using an AR is to play a little bit more defensively, play passive. So like here, I'm pretty much just, I know they're going to be spawning either laundry or behind kitchen. So my aim here is just to pretty much cut off any run they have to the next hard point. Yeah, and I'm aware that my teammate is literally just spawned bottom bedroom, so chances are they're going to be spawning laundry, or again, it's confirmed my suspicion, that kitchen. So I'm very cautious of my left. I've got my teammate on stairs watching, was watching pillars, and I was just holding this front kitchen angle, and just trying to keep them off it. I think with a Krig, you stand a really good chance of holding people off hills here, unless you miss your shots like I just did. But it was a 2v1 there. I'm not always going to win that one. But yeah, I think this hard point is really strong for us because you can sit in it and just hold angles on the smallest of head glitches. So yeah. So right now, in my head, I'm thinking, right, if they get all of this time, they're only going to be 2 and P10. Whereas if we try and push this and we all die, they get P1 control and we can lose the game. So I said I'll communicate to our teammates, right, there's only 20 seconds left. Let's rotate to P1 and just try and hold P1 while we can. Unfortunately, we do get killed off the rip, but we managed to put some pressure down. So that wasn't quite an easy run for them. And at the end of the day, I do still have a health sword which I think I do right here, yeah. So you can afford to be a bit more, I don't know, aggressive with your streaks in hills like this, which is absolutely huge. And it means that if you do die, worst case scenario, you just call it a streak at the end of it. So yeah, no biggie there. Unfortunately, a guy on their team, our subs should have really picked up the guy that was contesting a little bit earlier there. My job there was just pretty much, I wasn't really interested on the guy on the hill because we had 2 subs around me. They could have easily just jumped in and got the kill. But yeah, so that's the game. I hope I explained it. I mean, I've got 2 minutes on the hill with a Krieg. I don't think that's too bad, as well as dropping 45 kills and less than 20 deaths. So yeah, been demoted, not the end of the world. I'm try and grind to get back up to Master. But it is what it is. I'm still going to be dropping nuts gameplays like this for you regularly. So yeah, subscribe, like, and comment if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.